everyone. We're at Fenway Park tonight. ABT Holiday Wishes.
From Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, holiday greetings to everybody. From Atlantic Boxing Television to all of our viewers at home on ABT. Pete, it's been 16 long years since ABT first broke into production, but we're back and we're on YouTube.
They ain't seen nothing yet, John. We're on YouTube.
When fights were fights, ABT Atlantic Boxing Television. Log on to www.atlanticboxing.com. Best holiday wishes. We hope you enjoy the fights.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Season's greetings.
Happy Kwanzaa. I know.
The referee is Doug Sheeran. Judges are Bill Conley, Paul Driscoll, Peter Modica, Bill Conley from Quincy, Barbara Roach, and Nick Previty. This is round 2, the 48th annual Tournament of Champions, the Gold Gloves. Martin Freeland from Vermont in the yellow and green. In the red is Jonathan Barros in this 132-pound matchup. They're separated by Doug Sheeran. Now Barros, who lost the first round according to my books, misses wildly, and Freeland closes the gap quickly. Barros seems to be a little unorthodox with his delivery. He seems to be a little off balance, Paul, when he throws his punches. Whereas, if you're to say who's the one who's got the schooling, it appears to be Freeland, who really has the fundamentals down as the boxer.
Right now, Freeland seems to be throwing nice straight punches, nice combinations. Barros is a little sloppy, trying to move in and get some punches, but Freeland's landing some serious blows in there, maybe keeping Barros a little off balance and not getting to his target.
One thing we should point out, Paulie, our neighbors to our north in Vermont, they're no pushovers. So when you see Vermont Boxing Club, you got a tiger by the tail.
Yep, I noticed one thing. I got people from Vermont or Maine or anywhere in that area always were good punches. I don't know if it's from pulling logs out of the water or cutting trees down, but they always were good bangers, and they still are.
Yeah, you mentioned that last time we did the pros, that the fighters from Nova Scotia are tough as well. Areas that you wouldn't really think, because when we think of boxing, we think of Lowell and Brockton right off the bat here in Massachusetts.
That's very true, but even when you say Canada, it seems that those people from the mountain areas and the woods areas are all good punchers. Maybe it's the way they're brought up, or working hard, and of course not saying that Rocky or New England fighters work hard too, but it is a stigma that's went along with fighters. The people from, say, the backwoods of the mountains of Canada and mountains of Maine and New Hampshire are good bangers, and we do see that in my day, and you're seeing it today too.
That is the conclusion of the second round. Jonathan Barros and Martin Freeland. I might give that one to Barros. He seemed to come to life there in the second round and fire off on some combinations there he landed on Freeland. We're moving quite along briskly here. 22 bouts on our ledger for this evening.
Yeah, that's a lot of bouts, and of course a great crowd here tonight, and I think they're still coming in. And of course tomorrow night, I think the line will be from one end of Lowell to the other, because that's the night when they really try to get in. They're probably calling now to get in. Here we have a sold house and more people trying to get in.
You mentioned this tournament is steeped in tradition. We went to Whitman and there was kind of a disappointing crowd, whereas there were some empty seats at the pro fights at Celebrity Boxing. So boxing is taking a while for people to come back to the sport, but as you said, this is a tradition. Whether boxing is popular or not, here in Lowell, it's impossible to get a seat. Now, Freeland was staggered momentarily by Jonathan Barros. This is the third and final round. I have it on my card as about even, maybe Freeland slightly ahead. Freeland here, landing the left hand, follows it up with a right cross. Barros holds on. This is the third and final round. 20-point must system, 20 points to the winner of the round, 19 or less to the loser. Now a combination here by Freeland as he stuns Barros.
Yep, a good combination there, and Barros is not hurting, shaken up by that. I don't know. I mean, maybe you've seen it, and but he took that punch very well, and coming back, as you see.
Sometimes fighters, Paul, that's like lighting a fuse. You wake them up. That's sometimes when you hit a fighter hard, all of a sudden he gets twice as aggressive. And there's a solid left hand by Barros. He staggers Freeland, backs Freeland into the red corner, and he works away on him.
Yep, you're very right about that. Sometimes you have an opponent going down and you hit him one more time to make sure he stays down. You wake him up and he comes back and has you wobbling.
That's right. It's like taking a lion with a thorn in its paw. Now, it is Barros who is the aggressor. He is taking the fight now to Freeland. Suddenly, the pendulum of momentum has swung, this time to Barros' corner. As he has come alive here in the third round. He came alive midway through the second round, Paulie, and he has dictated the pace of this fight since. And he stuns, once again, Freeland with a good left jab, and Freeland responds with a combination.
Yep, they both exchanging some good blows. Barros was really pushing some leather in Freeland, and this fight's getting more intense, and you're going to see even more as it goes along. A good left hook thrown there by Freeland, and good fighters. Both of them are standing right in there, taking some good punches and throwing some.
It definitely has not been a one-sided fight. It's been entertaining. Talk about a lead change. That is the conclusion of the fight. Oh, I don't want to pick this one, Paulie. Yeah, I guess if we're going to go on your theory, the blue corner, we're going to have to give it to Barros.
These fights have been tough to judge, and of course I'm not the greatest expert on that, and that's why we have those guys down at ringside. But like I say, this is a tough fight, this one here, and a lot of these fights to judge. And some that I thought in my mind one didn't win, and even right now this is a real tough one to decide. And let's see what happens. I guess you got to be in the blue corner, but maybe it'll change in just a moment.
The ring steward is Keith Ferrillo. The announcer is Gardner Brooks. President of the Lowell Sun Charities, Charlotte LaPierre. Of course, the Golden Gloves Tournament Director, Bill Hoare. As we await the decision.
Belt number 8, the winner and 132-pound finalist in the blue corner.
Whoa! It is Barros who comes back in a big way, Paulie, and he'll go on to tomorrow night to fight in the finals at the 132-pound class. Crowd doesn't like it.
Was that the blue corner again? Well, here we go. I guess we just stick with that blue corner. We'll have all the fights. I guess all the fighters coming up are saying, what corner were you in? And the winners are telling them in the blue corner. So I guess they're all fighting who gets in that blue corner. Because, you know, everybody believes that good luck does help, and I guess tonight it is helping.
Well, Paul, in that fight, it appeared about midway through the second round. That's when the tide turned, when Jonathan Barros started to connect on his punches and started to be the aggressor in the fight, and I think he dominated the third round, and the judges saw that, and therefore awarded the victory to Barros.